Hello everyone, welcome to video 3, and this is really a part of phase 1 for my Psychic Student Research program. I wanted to send a video out really quickly for those people who have completed their assessment package and they've done their DAL form, which describes to me what type of a learner you are, whether you're visual, audio, or kinesthetic. And this is really important throughout the process for yourself, but also for me, because it means that when I'm trying to convey things to you or when I'm trying to make a more efficient connection about what we're doing during the phases, I'll know exactly how to communicate to you. And it's something that I utilize a lot in my hypnotherapy practice. So for those of you who are visual learners, which is the majority of people, but also if you're audio, you get an opportunity to hear my voice through these videos. Hopefully this will guide you and allow for my message to be a little bit more clear, on top of the emails, which also kind of illustrate what we're doing. During phase 1, it's cold readings. And that can be difficult, especially if you're someone who's not considering yourself psychic. If you think you're as psychic as a cold cardboard board, then you're wondering, what am I doing, you know? But you're going to receive on the first a Word document of faces and names. And all I ask, you can do it in one setting or however many settings it takes. For me, I like to do it in one setting. But just get to a quiet location, something safe, something comfortable where you're not going to be overly disturbed. And try and connect, however it is that you do that. And so for that reason, I want to mention grounding. I've included in this email a link for you to go and learn a little bit more about grounding if you're not familiar about that process. A lot of times psychic people will say, are you grounding, or what forms of grounding do you use? Or for those of you who are interested in paranormal investigations, grounding is about the process that we do to keep ourselves safe and protected during a spiritual or psychic experience. For me, I'm a big visual person, so one of the examples of grounding for me is taking a moment, relaxing, and I actually have a totem. I wanted to show it to you, so let me stand up here. Should have had that ready. My totem is this guy, and he's a crazy laced agate stone. Some people really like their gems and crystals, and I keep him in my hand, and I keep him on a little pillow of natural salts because superstitions and supernatural folklore says that salts cleanse and protect an area. So I kind of believe in that, and I think belief has a lot to do with grounding. If you feel like this item, some people it's their talisman, their rosary, their beaded necklace, their crucifix, maybe it's something personal, a personal item, maybe it's a baseball glove or whatever brings you peace. It's an active form of grounding, something you're actually doing. For some people, they go out and they walk barefoot in the grass, or they lay underneath the sunshine, or I love a good rainstorm. For me, that can be grounding. But it's the conscious and partially unconscious or subconscious process by which we just get in tune with ourselves. We let stresses come in and go out. And we say, yeah, I gotta pay bills, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Ugh. And breathing techniques can be quite helpful too. You can do square breathing. You can do the 30 seconds rule where you breathe in for 30 seconds and breathe out for 30 seconds and breathe in for, you're bringing a lot of oxygen to your head so you feel kind of crazy. Or grounding can be just closing your eyes. It can be using binaural beats, which we'll study later. It can be listening to your favorite music. It can be just laying in a quiet room. It can be visualizing in your mind's eye, kind of like I'm doing right now. And some forms of grounding when you're visualizing is imagining your tailbone, like having a tail, maybe a monkey's tail, and it's curling around and grabbing onto something and anchoring you down to Mother Earth. Like you see this hot magma core, of the planet Earth, and you imagine yourself and gravity just keeping you placed. Sometimes that works for people. It may not work for you at all. But grounding is an important way of just getting in touch with yourself. You can even do passive grounding. For me, sometimes it's cleaning. I'm a Virgo, I have a little OCD, so I love to just clean. You know, I move furniture around and I clean, and then afterwards I feel a calmness. And that's a great time, that moment of calmness, to do your cold readings. So with that, I encourage you to Google on your own grounding. Utilize synchronicity. See what the universe brings to you. Ask your friends. Ask yourself, how do you do grounding? It can be affirmations, afformations, meditations. All sorts of things can be utilized for grounding. But send me an email. Let me know how you incorporate grounding and protection into your process, and I wish you very good luck on these cold readings. All right, guys, I'm hoping that you'll get them done in a week's time, 2 weeks maximum. But ideally, get them to me by the 5th or the 6th, and we'll jump on the process of doing the surveys, getting feedback, and talking about how the process has been for you. So good luck. I'll talk to you soon.